Marks here. We're back with another episode of Find Love. In the last episode, our date didn't go too well with Yui, so I feel bad for her. Let's see how this one goes with Violet. I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out the fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Ow! Hot! I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a minute, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put my best fancy accent. The pleasure is all mine, my lady. Stop you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah. You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right? I am part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together a little bit. We were performing. That reminds me, graphics. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, dude, Chipper, please. I do not intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want you to use the time we have left to do something I've always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've always only read about. Having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, something crazy like paint night. And then we'd watch the sunset go down together and it'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That's it. I have no idea what to do. This will be a touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. She was prepared for this. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Diggin'? I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. You've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save all that talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have first bite. Should I be worried? She smiled as a mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as soon as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it. I am the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You've made this week so special. I feel the same way. And there is more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared just for the two of us next. You owe me one, graphics. Huh? We enjoyed the delicious meal and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion, smiling hand in hand all the while. Next up, the only movie theater on the island, the games room. know we had a room like this in the mansion? I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room, from what I've seen and heard. Right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Violet clapped as I had just put on the performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow and then took the movies we had in store. Let's see, we have rom-coms, fantasy, medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. I'll put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favorite. They started the movie, and then went back and sat down next to Violet with my arm around her. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with a boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced throughout the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've seen in my whole life! My whole life! Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't... Wait, right here? Just 1 second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, you know the sitch. You've got some nerve putting this together at the last minute, but I like that about you. 4, set everything up they need for painting right in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you've got free time for this. And so we started painting on canvas in the main hall. I think we'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together, a scene from a movie. We talked about painting a scene from the movie, so we'll do that. A scene from the movie. There's too many to pick from. Which scene are you painting, graphics? I haven't decided yet. How about you? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs into the rain to tell the boy that she loves her. Wait. Where the girl runs out to tell the boy that she loves her. It was just so romantic. Couple typos. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into the painting. She was capturing the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads, and was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and prepared our final artworks. She's an incredible, talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing. But man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would. Mother would punish me for sure if she had heard make sound, but who cares now? Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. Fish tanks. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant where we took our first date, so we did. Apparently she's trying too hard to be prime and proper back then, and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world and laughing about scenes from the movie and our little artsy adventure. And finally we went for a long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times we talked about the end. At other times we enjoyed about each other's company in warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as could be. We talked about how the past, the present, the future were so different than before because of each other. You know, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy, but in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately, with everything she had. And what came next was the perfect ending to our lovely date. Come closer. After my date with Violet, I waited around outside till the time I expected to see Kat, but she never showed up. I guess she had already had enough footage for today. Might as well try to find her. There's no one here. Looks like the snacks from before are gone too. Not here either. Kat was at a table writing something down in a frantic pace with one hand against her head. Hey Kat, what's up? Oh, hey Graphics, didn't see you there. How are you doing? Depends on what you're ominously writing. You look like someone who just realized I was dead meat. No, don't worry about it. Somebody's dead meat, but it's not you. Yay? I'm just kidding. I'm just fixing up some of the balance sheets Tua was working on. Being an accountant was really never in the cards for them, despite what they say. Sit down. I'll be stuck here a while anyway. Sure, sounds good. I sat down next to Kat at the table. So how'd today's date with Violet go? It was awesome. Being with Violet makes me feel like we're on top of the world. So somehow she makes my breath away with how cool she can be, and at the same, make me laugh as a child alongside her. No idea that I'd fall for her so hard after our first meeting, but I couldn't help myself. And now, what I want most is to make her the happiest woman in the world. Now that's what I like to hear. I had my doubts at first, but you really two stole the show. And with good reason, I feel like our viewers got to see a glimpse of what your lives together will be like. Maybe the mess in the kitchen won't be from the dough next time. No comment. Anyway, you've done great until now. I don't know what you've said to the girls is true, but don't stop now. You just have to get through one more day and you'll be able to finally leave this place. And you'll tell me what my old life was like. Of course. I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you've got something on your mind. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. You've been getting the best ratings I'd ever seen. I just hope it's enough. The rating requirements for the last date and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Don't worry. I've made it this far. Nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so, for your sake. So when I'm out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to move on to the next killer dating show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan too? I feel like 5 years from now you'd rather not be here. There is no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's really all anyone can do in this crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck. You'll need it. Thanks. I'll see you later. Night. Tomorrow's gonna be the last date. I'll need to get all the rest I can get. Guess I'll call it a night. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you, and only you. Waking up next to Violet felt like waking up next to an angel. We had walked back from the beach past midnight last night, so any rest we could get was very welcome. So for several minutes, all I could do was watch her silver hair catch the sunlight. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Good morning, graphics. Morning to you too, Violet. Do you mind if we just perhaps stay here for a spell? Not one bit. Fantastic. She rolled herself towards me and hugged me with all her strength. No takebacks. We lay together in the bed all morning, enjoying each other's warmth and company. I don't want this moment to end. I simply cannot wait to leave here together, graphics. We will be the greatest partnership of all time. An empire like no other. I do like an ambitious woman. And it's time for you to spend some time with another girl? No? Yeah, sorry about that. But it's in the contract. It's no matter. To bicker about this would be fruitless. It's the very nature of this show. Do entertain yourself with whoever today's date will be. But know that anything she could offer would be pale to what a queen could. Alright, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Our multitude date with Violet was very interesting. It was good to do like all the steps from a picnic up to a movie and a dinner, and then a walk on the beach. I may end up changing who my final soulmate might be, but we'll see how that plays out. And we got to deal with Damien in the next one. Mark, what are you doing? Are you going to kill me again? Are you going to wipe my memories and make me start over from scratch? Because if you are, I'm not going to be very happy with you. But, as anyway, I hope you all have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.